Up with KREM begins now.
Gonzaga has time to do something. Suggs for the win. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Unbelievable!
Right now on Up with KREM, it was Jalen Suggs' shot of a lifetime that's sending Gonzaga into the championship game. This morning, we hear from Suggs about the historic moment. And today, Gonzaga is preparing to take on Baylor for the NCAA title. This morning, KREM 2's Brenna Green and Mark Hanrahan are in Indy with reactions from head coach Mark Few.
You know, to beat them, we're just going to have to be us.
Gonzaga's historic win was quickly lived as the team prepares for their most important game tonight.
While there's a lot of excitement over the Zags game tonight, our weather should hopefully be a little bit less exciting as I'm tracking more sunshine and warmer temperatures for this week.
Oh, look at them go. And let's see if we get Few on his hands. All right, well, it is our team, our town, our time. There he goes. Gonzaga is headed to the national championships after making an almost half-court buzzer beater shot in overtime. The team uploaded this video of Jalen Suggs walking into the locker room to celebrate with his team. This is what everyone was talking about on Easter Sunday, and we're still talking about it today. Good morning, I'm Tim Pham alongside Karthik Venkatraman and our team live in downtown Indy, Brenna Green and Mark Hanrahan. Today, Gonzaga will take on Baylor for the national NCAA title right here on KREM 2.
Yeah, this morning we have team coverage from Spokane all the way to Indianapolis. Good morning to everybody. We can't talk about the Zags without talking about the shot. Jalen Suggs, Jalen Suggs. The whole country's talking about Jalen Suggs. Mark and Brenna join us from Indianapolis now. How's it going?
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up right there, Karthik. Still a lot of energy going on. Gonzaga's victory over UCLA 2 nights ago here at Lucas Oil behind us. My goodness, the world's still buzzing about Jalen Suggs' buzzer beater, but Gonzaga, hey, they're looking to move on.
Yeah, they've got to put it in the rearview mirror, but that doesn't mean we have to. So we talked to Jalen Suggs after the game on Saturday. He said the moment was a dream come true.
I don't know. I've always wanted to run up on the table and, you know, like Kobe and D Wade and go like that. And I mean, that's the first thing I did. But man, that's something that you practice, you know, on your mini hoop as a kid or in the gym, just messing around. And to be able to do that, it's crazy.
Suggs' shot, as you might imagine, caught the attention of a lot of people, including Dwayne Wade. He tweet replied to Suggs commenting, "I jumped on my kitchen table after you hit that shot, bro. My goodness." And when we're all still talking about Suggs and his amazing buzzer beater, the team, again, you know, looking to take care of business later on tonight here at Lucas Oil. When we talked to Coach Few yesterday, he said it was time for them to put that victory in their rearview mirror, look forward, and prepare for the biggest game in Gonzaga history.
Yeah, and that game is just Gonzaga and Baylor. That game was actually supposed to happen during the regular season as well, but it got called off due to COVID issues on Gonzaga's squad the morning of. Sometimes things just work out.
God always has a plan, and you know, as is usually the case, his plan is better than ours. So I think the way it turned out is probably the best scenario you could possibly imagine for college basketball in general, and even, heck, sports, you know, in America.
Yesterday, we also got the chance to talk to Joel Ayayi. He said it's time to move on, just like Few did, and Joel probably even more serious about it than Coach Few.
Yeah, he said there's simply no time to waste.
I think that, you know, those are the two most deserving teams in the past 2 years that are going to meet in the national championship game. And, you know, to beat them, we're just going to have to be us. Obviously, you know, they have a lot of firepower.
Unlike Gonzaga's Final Four matchup on Saturday, the other Final Four game, Houston and Baylor, not close. The Bears absolutely smoked the Cougars 78-59. So we're taking a closer look at the Bears this morning.
That's right. This is also a historic year for the Bears. They have not been to a national championship game since 1948. For more on that, I want to head back to the studio where Karthik Venkatraman is standing by with more on Baylor.
Yeah, you guys keep talking about it. This is the matchup that everyone's been anticipating since that game got canceled back in December. You know, Baylor has a great defense, Gonzaga great defense. Both these teams have great offenses. Here's the 3 keys for what you need to know as we get ready for tonight. We start with Drew Timme. Zags fans might be disappointed that the Fu Manchu is gone, but they're certainly not disappointed with how the man has been playing. He's averaging 22 points per game so far in the NCAA tournament. According to ESPN Stats and Information, Timme has scored 82 points in the paint so far in the Big Dance. That's the most by a player since 2010. Timme has been a problem for opposing teams. Baylor has given up a fair amount of points in the paint in this tournament. Look at Arkansas, for example. They scored 40 points down low against the Bears. Nobody scores in the paint better than Gonzaga, though. There will be opportunities for Timme to shine again. Expanding on that, Gonzaga's offense, one of the best offensive in efficiency in the country, according to Ken Plum. Actually, they are the most efficient. Nobody scores more points per game than GU. They average about 92 points per game. They've scored less than 80 points in just 3 of their 31 contests this season. Baylor, however, has proven they can really shut down teams in stretches on defense. We've seen it in the tournament in games against Villanova, in games against Houston, where they've just really put the clamps down defensively. One guy to watch out for them is Davion Mitchell. He's a guard on that team. They call him Off Night because he gives the opposing players on the team that he's facing off nights. Consistently, he does that. We're going to see him a lot against Jalen Suggs tonight. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Suggs, of course, the driving force behind Gonzaga's offense. One last thing that you want to note here is that Baylor's three-point shooting is the best in the NCAA, shooting at 41.2%. They are really firing from three-point range. Only one team's really been able to stop them from there in the postseason so far. That's Villanova, and that's the only game that really Baylor was threatened to lose in this tournament. Now, GU has been pretty good at holding teams in check in the tournament from three-point range. However, they are coming off that game against UCLA in which the Bruins were just finding every single which shot they wanted, including from three-point range, and they were a good three-point shooting team too. So, Mark, Brenna, it's going to be a very interesting matchup for Gonzaga as they take on Baylor tonight.
Indeed it will be, Karthik. I got the chance to talk with both Baylor and Gonzaga fans yesterday in downtown Indy. I think the best way to put it is they're both cautiously optimistic, but expecting a dogfight in this one. Tip-off is just about 12 hours from now.
Yes, very, very exciting. The countdown officially on right now.
And remember, there's only one place you can catch that championship matchup. It's right here on KREM 2 News.
Our coverage starts at 4, tip-off at 6:20. You don't want to miss the most historic game of the most historic season in Gonzaga history.
And Brent and I will be live right here outside Lucas Oil Stadium after the game. You won't want to miss it. Right here on KREM 2. Back to you guys.
Let's take a look at our question of the morning, and it's a big one. Will Gonzaga beat Baylor? You can head to Twitter right now on social media. We have a live poll there for you. Let's take a look at those results. 75% are saying yes, go Zags, but 25% are saying no. Let us know what you think. 509-448-2000, and we'll take a look at your answers all morning long. Well, you might recognize one of those people jumping on the couch. That is our very own Jen York. She was absolutely excited over the weekend, as many of us were, probably had very similar reactions. So we are excited about taking a look at all those that have sent us videos. Now, some people are even celebrating it by recreating the shot on their own. So we saw some Gonzaga prep students. They took to TikTok to make this shot and recreate it.
Zhang, again with the ball in his hands, in the paint, floater, short, got it back, ties it with 3. Gonzaga has time to do something. Suggs for the win. Oh yes!
Well, I don't know about you, but I think they nailed that definite recreation. I wonder how many times it took them to get that shot just right. I know that will be something Gonzaga fans, young and old, will remember for a very long time. I will never forget it, where I was and what I was experiencing. So, of course, we want to see your game reactions. Send us your videos. We've gotten a lot of great responses this morning. 509-448-2000. Were you maybe at a bar? Were you at home with your friends? Were you at the tournament? let us know. We just want to have a great, great morning as we head into a really, really big game tonight. I'll send it over to you, Thomas. I was like, tomorrow? No, it's tonight. Maybe I'm not ready for it.
It might feel like tomorrow, especially for us that had to get up before 5 o'clock this morning. Don't worry, we will be excited. By the way, I love the baby with the Timmy stash. That's probably my favorite. Keep those pictures coming in this morning. As for our forecast, big cold out there. Some of you might actually have some frost on your on the windshields of your cars this morning. Give yourself maybe a couple extra minutes to take care of that before hitting the roads. It is 31 degrees right now in Spokane and 32 in Coeur d'Alene. A bit of cloud cover quickly departing this morning, so we will get lots of sunshine as we enter the rest of the day today, and any kind of precipitation we had yesterday, that is long gone. So as we look ahead hour by hour, yeah, more than enough sunshine throughout the rest of this Monday, with our temperatures topping out in the upper 50s. Still going to be cold at night for the next coming morning, so we'll look at that and if any precipitation might slide by our region during those coldest hours of the day. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, Thomas, thanks so much. 400 lucky Gonzaga students will be allowed inside the kennel for tonight's game. It will look a lot like it did on Saturday. We'll show you more footage of the reaction from the kennel in just a few minutes.
And this morning, we'll be joined by Eric Edelstein, a Gonzaga alum who was there for the 99 buzzer beater. He's talking to us about his experiences with the Bulldogs and his reaction to Suggs' incredible shot.
And all across the world.
But I think you just saw people just so tense, a year of tense because of the pandemic, and then you just saw that release, and that release is what people need.
With local businesses who were able to safely host fans for that moment and how they're preparing for tonight's game.